I'm sorry, I can't find her just at the moment. Well, she was late this morning. You know how it is with these working mums. Yes, I'll send her up as soon as I see her. And I'll come myself half an hour later. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello?
Don't you mean good morning? How may I help you?
Yes, sorry.
Your manner's appalling. This is Sister Beresford of Men's Surgical. Your office telephone is engaged. I've got an emergency. I need a dozen bronchial tubes immediately. They're in your treatment room.
Oh, I'll send them up.
No, bring them. It's a matter of life or death.
He loses his temper when she screams like that.
Do you leave her alone with him?
Not much. I'm there all the time. But he loves her.
Has he ever hit her?
No, he wouldn't.
Well, he lost control just now.
That were my fault. I thought the nurse wanted to take her away.
Tanya, no one's going to take your baby away. Not if you're looking after her properly.
I am. We both are.
Then how do you explain the burns?
Which you didn't do then.
I told you they're not cigarette burns.
Well, what are they?
Has anyone minded the baby for you? Have you taken her anywhere?
No. I've stayed in mostly. The bed sits on the top floor. There's a lot of stairs. I've been tired. I took her to the doctor's last week, that were all.
Why did you take her?
The health visitor told me to. She needed a naval quarter.
Cauterized?
Yeah. She didn't even cry. She was good. And we had to wait hours, so I fed up.
Who is your doctor?
Dr. Kennedy. I told them that last night. She's gaining weight, you know. The health visitor says she's just right. She only cries when she's hungry. I've got some new clothes for her. And my sister gave us a cot.
Well, she's well cared for.
Oh, we love her. She looks a bit like Richie.
Has anyone seen Rachel?
No.
And you won't either.
Why not?
Wouldn't you like to know?
He's a nerd. I'll go and find out what he's up to. Give me something to do.
Still here?
Getting ready to go up.
I wouldn't waste time preening yourself if I were you. The interview board have been kicking their heels long enough. They were talking about seeing the next candidate.
What?
You'd better hurry. You look all right.
Max, where are the bronchial tubes? I can't find them anywhere.
Bronchial tube?
Yeah, Sister Beresford needs them urgently.
Sister Beresford.
From Men's Surgical, it's an emergency.
It must be if she's in Men's Surgical. She's supposed to be convalescing in Norfolk.
What?
Come with me. What's this?
The trachea,
Otherwise known as?
the windpipe.
What's it for?
For breathing, air comes down it and goes into the lungs.
Straight in.
No, it passes through the bronchi first.
And what are the bronchi?
Tubes.
Otherwise known as?
Bronchial tubes. Oh, no.
Someone played that trick on me about 20 years ago. In fact, I think it was Sister Beresford.
I was passing the hospital gate when my practice nurse bleeped me.
Oh, it's good of you to come.
Well, if you want me to back you up, I'll be only too happy.
Back me up.
I know all about Richie Castle and his family. I could give you chapter and verse.
Were you Tanya's doctor during her pregnancy?
Yes, when she bothered to turn up for the appointments. They've got no sense. They get themselves pregnant, they leave school. They don't think they're having a baby, they think they're having a doll.
Well, Tanya seems to have looked after little Selina very well.
She's a few weeks old, and she's in here.
Yeah, she came in for some routine tests. She's back to normal now, but we've got another problem. Did the baby have any burns when you saw her?
Burns? No. Even Richie Castle wouldn't burn a child. But if you want to take them into care, I'll sign a statement.
Dr. Kennedy, I don't want to take her into care. I want her looked after.
And she will be, for about 18 months, till she gets walking, talking, starts becoming a bit of a nuisance. Then Tanya will realise that her teens are passing her by and she's got no life. She's stuck in one room with a screaming kid. Richie will have long gone.
What makes you say that?
Dr. Sullivan, you're young, inexperienced. I've seen the likes of Richie and Tanya dozens of times. They've got no money, no prospects.
Well, they need help.
And they'll need it all their lives. Some people do, some people don't.
All you did to the baby was cauterize her navel.
Yes, routine procedure. Told the mother to bring her back in a couple of weeks. Not that she will, but I do my best to keep my eye on them. Anyway, if there's nothing for me to sign...
Thanks for coming in. Well, goodbye.
Yeah, if you get out of your depth again, get in touch.
He's one of the old school, all right, Dr. Kennedy.
Well, you know him.
He's my sister-in-law's doctor. He should have retired years ago. He prescribes leeches and bloodletting.
Well, he doesn't have a high opinion of Richie and Tanya. Or of me, for that matter.
Is he their doctor?
Yeah, he cauterized the baby's navel last week.
Oh,
What?
that could be it.
What could be it?
Did you ask him which method he used?
What do you mean?
He's very old-fashioned, set in his ways.
So?
If he cauterized the baby using silver nitrate...
It's very rarely used these days.
I know, but if he did, and if he accidentally dropped some on the baby or even on a nappy...
Then it caused burns, which would look like... Mags, that could be the answer. You're marvellous. You are fantastic. You're wonderful.
If Gareth likes practical jokes, he shouldn't mind us playing one on him.
Maybe we should sneak a look in his dictionary and give him a few symptoms.
Yeah, it'd serve him right. I'll see if we can get hold of him.
I'll push off now.
I thought you said you'd wait until your dad picked you up.
Yeah, but I'll give him a ring, tell him not to bother. If I get off now, I'll be out for a laugh with lads first.
Are they all going rock climbing?
No, just me and Jez.
Is he the one you went to see Oasis with?
Yeah, him and his girlfriend.
Do I know her?
No, she ain't been in here.
I don't really know people who've been in hospital.
No need to lose your rag.
I'm not.
I'll push off anyway.
Sorry, it's not exactly exciting on B1.
Look, if you could walk, I'd take
I've broken
you.
my legs, remember? I won't be walking for weeks.
I'll come back tomorrow when you're in a better mood.
Oh, don't feel obliged to.
Right, then I won't. See ya.
She's great, isn't she?
Yeah, she's so small. Look at her hands.
Such your little fingers.
She smiled.
No, she didn't.
She did.
It's wind. Oh, I hated it when she was sick. Thought she was going to die. But she's better now.
We can take her home.
Are you friends with that porter now?
Yeah, he's okay. Bought me a cup of tea in the canteen.
That nurse is all right. She's got a young kid of her own. I was just so tired, Richie. I couldn't think straight.
Yeah.